All right.
Not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons.
What's up, Dustin? We're doing 12 Nexus, I guess, but I don't even know how to do it properly. Probably a bad idea.
You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire.
It was a response to the Nexus first, but he was just hoping to get lucky and catch up.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goons are way too late, huh? I need to figure it out. What's up, Argay?
Those warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hi, Vinyl.
You require more Vespene gas. We are under attack. Upgrade complete. I love the combat.
Oh, that was bad. My cat.
Not enough minerals. Make use of me for vengeance. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Galaxos. Awaiting instructions. Mitora. Make use of me. Nagatsu. For vengeance. My life for hire. Research complete. Receiving. Galaxos. My life for hire. Receiving.
Oh no, Storm.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for hire. Awaiting instructions. Sheer house. Upgrade complete.
So bad, dude.
My life for hire.
Yeah, no, I just I'm just slow. I went to research Storm instead of paying attention to the fight and leaving afterwards. I'm just dead now after that. Dude, my losses in this matchup are always like so bad like this. Frustrating. Hate having these stupid kinds of losses, man. It's like, I take such bad fights for getting like stupid stuff sometimes, man.
We're on spring break, man. I work at the school, right? You know that. We both work in special ed. So I'm off this week. I could have done home cases and shit, but I opted out of it because I'll just stick to volleyball. I do a lot of personal like one-on-one lessons and shit. So I'll just like, fuck it, take a week off of work, and then just do like fun work. So, dude, every day this week, bro, it's gonna be fucking mass fucking StarCraft.
God
Right in
damn,
April. Nice.
the energy.
It's frustrating. I feel like I play everything perfectly fine and then I fight and then the game's just over.
Honestly, I actually like thought you were trolling when you attacked him. I thought you did the thing Jaehoon did and just like 1A, 2A, 3.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, I didn't even, like, hit my keys right, so, like, half my army didn't even move. And then I went to Storm and realized I didn't have Storm, and instead of backing up, I went to research Storm while my army died.
Oh god, dude.
And I didn't know where my archives was, so I was, like, looking for my archives, and then everything was dead. I was like, I'm just... Yeah.
So
Why
your
did-
third
what-
was actually
why did
pretty
you-
fast
what-
this game, though. That was good.
But why did you fight there even?
Uh,
Like why there? Why there instead of after the high ground, where you have so bigger angle and better
Right.
arc?
so here's the thing in my head. I was just setting up for, like, a big surround, and then my army was, like, way off to the left, and then I just went, like, full brain dead and just attacked from the left instead of resetting my arc.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
hotkeyed everything to the same spot, and I didn't realize I'd done that. And then, yeah, obviously I could have just backed up and reset my arc, but I thought I'd be catching them on like the tail end, like unsiege and stuff from the side, and I thought it'd be fun, but obviously not.
Oh, Snow. I have an idea. So instead of just doing the $100 gift prize for the tasteless match, and say whoever wins gets 20 gifted subs.
Why though?
Because that equals out to
$100 is actually better.
$100.
No, it doesn't because
Because
100.
Twitch takes half of that.
Yeah, so you're
Which takes more than
Yeah, you
half, yeah.
And it doesn't work for what Snow wants to do with his winnings if he gets it.
Yeah, I don't know if
Okay.
you're here for this. Okay, hold on. Let me pause the fucking music for a second.
Alright, let's hear it.
Alright, fuck, man. I didn't want
Wolfie, stop laughing on this.
Not everyone shit on my idea all at once. I want to hear one at a time.
It's serious.
Okay.
It's
really
serious.
quick, guys. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
I-
not. It's not me going to TJ. I know. That's why you're fucking giggling over there. Dude. Okay. Oh man. All right. So on some real shit, guys. Someone that's a big person in my stream. She's always hanging out. You guys maybe know her as my baby mama because she always calls me baby daddy. Her name is Molly, and her sister just passed away very recently, unexpectedly, very early in life. She was in a very serious car crash, and she was like talking to me for a couple days about everything going on. Yesterday night, she just like started venting on the stream about it and like getting people to help like give her positive energy and whatnot. And I have decided that well, if I win the Tasteless show match, that all the money that I win will be donated to Molly. I'm gonna give it all to her to help her pay just her home, her rent, her car, dude. Like apparently her fucking sister was someone that was a big help for her financially.
Yeah.
So for her passing away so suddenly and whatnot, it's actually kind of fucking her financially right now, and she's actually struggling to pay her bills. Like she's actually freaking out about it. She doesn't know if she can afford living in the home when she's out right now.
She's got multiple kids to look after as well.
Yeah, she kind of took on the kiddo too. So now she's got 4 kids.
you-
when
She
already
just
had 3.
adopted the niece as well.
Do you know the overall amount she needs?
As of right now, no, I haven't
I
talked to her.
don't think she went into details. No.
No, I just decided that I'd give her all the money that I earned.
I know
At the
that she's
moment-
stressed about paying her car and rent. So I don't know how big of money that is, but it could be a decent chunk.
Yeah, so at the moment, the price pool's $150. We have 100 from Untouchable, and then we have a $50 donation from my brother, Spicy Yum Yum. He's throwing in 50 to the pot. And then
We can do like a goal counter as well throughout the month of like next month to so if you get like the accumulated amount of like how much she needs, then we can help her with like rent or something like that or certain bills for that month.
maybe something to think about moving forward.
Yeah. Do
Yeah, she
like a donation stream.
No. I haven't talked to her about the exact numbers or anything like that.
Mm.
I mean, she started crying when I brought it up that I was going to donate the money to her.
I'm
so
sure
that was-
anything would be a great appreciation from her. Yeah, I'm sure she's in a bit of a hole right now. So anything would be happy.
Right.
Yeah.
I sent her a little bit of money yesterday.
But she's already in a
Right.
bad spot and lost financial support and took on another kid, her niece, as adopted. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy kind of stuff on the plate right now.
She's got a lot going on.
Mhm.
And she works with special education. Well, not special educationists per se. She works with like elderly people, like nursing home type of stuff. So she's a good person. She's got a big heart.
Is she a nurse?
I don't know if she's nurse per se, but
I thought she looked
Works
after
with
kids out there as well.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's kids. I thought it was elderly.
I think it's kids. I think she works with kids.
But
She works with elderly kids.
I mean, when you get old enough, you start regressing in age, right? Shit.
Those rare Benjamin Button kids.
That's an
But,
interesting film.
But yeah, to end on a positive note, we're just gonna be here to support her. We're gonna help her out with what we and fucking hope I beat Tasteless, boys.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back
Yo.
to positivity. I don't want to talk
Clap
anymore
that
about
ass.
shit.
You clap that tasteless ass.
Nick,
Thank you, Redmond.
tasteless.
Yeah, we got a new singer, Redmond. Fucking Untouchable hooked me up.
um, I don't know the 12 Nexus either, by the way. Were my goons? My goons were like super late, huh?
You don't know how to 12 Nexus, you say?
That's
you
first.
built
Well, that's
two
the second time I've
pods,
tried it.
So that means you make usually 4 zealots, but you made only 2 zealots.
Well, I thought with vultures coming, the zealots were kind of dead. Wait,
What do you mean 4 zealots?
Aren't you supposed to make 4 zealots?
No, you make
You
like
get some
2. What?
guys
If you're talking about the double gate version, you make like 2 zealots, 2 goons, right?
yeah, that's
thought
what I
when you
went
go
Shield
double
for.
gateway
battery,
before
and then
second
shield
pylon,
battery,
it's
and then
always-
natural to help defend, right? Wolfie, tell me. You know, I don't know.
Can you repeat the question? I
When you go
wasn't listening.
12 next, you're doing the double gate safe 12 next. You go like 2 zealot, 2 goon follow up with shield battery optional and then natural to defend bust. No, I've also said 4 zealot.
You can go for more. I think 3 is the standard when you are getting crushed. But I don't think you need shield battery. Maybe you can use it. I don't know if this is
What
standard
about
play.
the zealots though? Like they can't. There's no way they're getting 4 zealots, right?
No, but more like 3 because first 1, then another 2, and then goons.
Yeah, I just thought since because the first marine died, so I figured you were straight the vultures. So I thought the zealots were kind of worthless at
Dude,
that
that
point.
marine was like the bravest marine of my life, dude. He just like fucking walked in there and just died.
Somebody in my chat's asking if you have a PayPal they can donate to for the calls.
Sure, give me a second. It's gonna go to the 'cause we're all donating to a third party, Redmond's hand, and that way, when the series is over, all that money will go to the winner.
Hmm.
Hold on, I have the link though. Give me a second.
Wait, I don't think they want to donate to Tasteless if he wins though.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I
is
think
this-
this person's just directly donating to. I think
Molly?
anyway.
Yeah, this is the. Oh, I think it was directly going to Molly.
Okay, if this is directly to Molly, then I guess you can just send it to me and I'll send it to her. Because I don't have her PayPal information yet, but you can use mine.
Is that right, Dustin? Where you want to do it for the show match, or you want to do it for Molly? And to her? Okay. Gotcha.
To her, he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so after everything was done, we were dead even on workers. And your CC was just about done. My goons
I
were.
felt pretty good about that. The fucking vultures killed like 5 or 6 probes.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, because this is the weakness you could call of this style of 12 next. That you're pretty much even with the Terran.
Yeah.
If he kills like 2 probes, 2 or 3 probes, most likely you are even. While you have the later tech, so you could argue that Terran is even in a little bit better position.
Yeah, it
Maybe.
felt kind of uncomfortable for me, but it's also like I've not tried it before, right? Like this is kind of new
Yeah,
for me.
but because the problem is that on the other hand, you should only go for 1 zealot if Terran is not attacking you. That's another point. So you should
Gotcha.
scout him and be aware of that. And generally, also, if you are doing this 12 Nexus, you go cross scout and then only build second gateway before the gas if you don't find the Terran there.
That's
So
actually
he's
what I
close.
did.
Okay,
think.
so that's good.
Or close to that. I scouted kind of
Yeah,
late.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I did
So
cross scout first, and then yeah.
Yes.
you should create a Molly donation button, so people can click on that, and then put an overlay on your, or like a banner on your overlay, so people know to press the button down below to donate whenever they want to.
Yeah, but guys, remember that Losnov is already kind of contributed also, so don't pressure him like that. Also, maybe, you know.
I'm not pressuring him. Just
Yeah,
letting him know the different options that he can do.
Sure, I'm just saying.
I feel like my early game went so well. Like, I deflected all the vulture stuff pretty well. I didn't take much damage from the drop. I was trying to make sure I expoed more this time than I usually do.
You guys both kind of overdid the workers
Yeah, I see that now.
quite hard.
Did I overmake? What did I have, like 70 SCVs or some shit?
You're at 79, I'm at 78 right now, at 13 minutes.
Fuck, dude. Okay, I think my problem is like I feel like
You
I'm
have
always
80 out of 106 blind. Yeah,
What? Holy fuck, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, what's up,
Yeah,
Camilo?
what's up, game?
Yeah, when you killed the workers at top left, I actually stopped remaking them, because I was like, yo, I have way too many workers.
Sorry, I helped you.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, so where are the Stargates?
I just have the one
Mm-hmm.
for
You
Arbiter.
can even, you probably even can have two.
Yeah, I usually do play 2 Stargate Arbiter when I do Arbiter.
Yeah, because I think the problem is that nowadays you can kind of play 3 styles, of course, carriers, arbiters, and shuttles with storms. But
Mm-hmm.
storms alone without shuttles, I think, are not that powerful. Actually, when Protoss is playing like storms, ground storms, no shuttle pressure and so on, this is like the most comfortable playstyle I can play against. Except, of course, like pure gatewayman, but that's very rare. Because now, if Terran knows that you are not going arbiters or carriers or anything like that, he can first camp as much as he would like to. There is no time pressure on Terran, because we know there is no recall coming, there are no carriers, so we can just literally... Snowsnow could literally go and take fourth base with his whole army, and you cannot do anything about that, pretty much.
Yeah, that's why usually I go double Arbiters for the recall to stop that,
Yeah,
because... Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to even recall, but having arbiters is good because Terran has to spend money and effort to defend the recalls, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you can always just use stasis. So, and on top of that, many people underestimate that, but the invisibility is actually pretty broken, and people don't put that much thought into it. Because if Terran scans late, it's always super bad. Like you lose so many units for free in this case that
Yeah.
Fucking Black Man just messaged me, unban me.
why?
I have like no zealots here for this fight,
Why
too.
though? Well,
I don't know, dude.
okay, so in this case, you attacked with your goons first, right?
Yeah. I
You
did.
only do that. You only do that if you are breaking the minefield. If you are attacking into the moving army, zealots first are most likely better.
Yeah, you know, this happens to me a lot, and the reason why, like, I know Zealots first is, like, much better, obviously. What ends up happening is, because I use my control groups 1 through 3 for my goons around the map for map control, so when I do my, like, 1A through 5A, all my goons go first, and then my Zealots are on the other hotkeys. That's why this
Remember,
happens to me.
You can kind of also create an arc where if you know that you like go in 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, for example, you can have your 4 a little bit closer to the Terran than your 1, and then you
Sure.
create this scenario where everything is attacking at the same time.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, so what I should have done, catch it here, right, on the ramp, fight at some, and then pull back after Zealots are dead.
I think you are pretty hopeless just because of the composition of your armies.
Hmm.
Either way, like, winning that was almost impossible.
Well, I know, like, I wouldn't win the first round, right? I'd have to, like, remax and fight it a few times.
Yeah, of course. Like that's you always expect.
Your stream's not working on Discord, by the way. No? It's not.
Yeah, we are watching on the Aussie stream.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so generally, either add those shuttles or make faster arbiters for sure.
Yeah,
I
I
think
need to start learning shuttles too.
not having either of those is a big mistake.
Yeah.
It's very easy to play for Terran. Then.
I had
mean,
an Arbiter
very
just
easy.
flew into the Goliath and died
It's
immediately.
much easier than usual. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like really, it's just a bad engagement, like you said, bad army composition. And then, yeah, I was so focused on getting my macro up, because one thing I typically do wrong is I don't expand enough in this matchup. I'm always, like, even on bases. So I was, like, really focused on making sure I expanded well, and then kind of lost track of getting a proper army together. And then fought horribly.
And then, of course, you had quite a lot of money, so you can
Yeah.
start spreading on the map. This is always good to have more expansions, even if you are, only mining with few probes there, because it distracts the Terran always. So if you have a lot of money and you cannot produce anymore because you are maxed, you should start spreading your expos.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then for example, this is very well complementary with the shuttle style, where you can defend those bases with few units, because Terran usually won't send a lot of units to those expansions, and then you can defend with shuttles, for example. So that's where it kind of it's nice idea to do it this way. But shuttle style, I think is the hardest, I would say.
Yeah, it's too difficult for me, I guess.
But it's very efficient, and yeah, like there is a reason every top Protoss player is playing that right now. But overall, Arbiter is the most standard and pretty solid as well.
Yeah, Arbiter is definitely comfortable for me.
Easier to execute, yeah.
I think recently Best is doing something like that to Terrans, where he's going very strong macro. He's pretty relentless with the pressure, and he's taking to Arbiter slowly, and then it's like he ends up in the situation where the Terran is constantly defending, losing tanks, trading, and so on. You have the Arbiter.
Someone
Where-
tell Ozzy
while-
carries are the best. I'll be right back.
While
Someone
the
explain to
armies,
him why carries are good, man. Because I don't understand why he's not building them. I'm fucking trolling here because I'm fucking match. I have no. Not make fucking carriers, man.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I didn't get fucking anything through that. Yeah. So where was I? What I was talking about.
About the way Best was playing.
Yeah. So he ends up in the situation where the armies are still small and he has Arbiter already.
Yeah.
And that's always super good for Protoss. Because Arbiters give you so many options. If you don't have many units, as Terran is very hard to defend recalls and so on.
Like, I want to be more aggressive, right? Like, I don't like being passive, but it never feels like I have an opening to do anything.
Because with very standard play, usually you don't have an opening. There are builds designed to do something. So, for example, this 200 bust with the stasis is one of that.
Say that again. The what?
There is this build where you go for the 200 army as Protoss with one Arbiter and stasis ready, and you should hit Terran around 140, something like. If he is going for the upgrade style, of course, because if not, then he will have more. Yeah, but something like that. I don't know if there is any guide on that. Probably there is, but I don't watch the Protoss guide, so I don't know.
It hits when? What time?
I don't know the minute, but it's around 140 for Terran.
Oh, wow.
Raz is saying it's 11:30 if you are going 12
11:30.
Nexus. If you are going 12 Nexus.
Yeah, because usually, like, my best max timing is usually around 13 minutes. But I also never played 12 Nexus. Yeah, when I watch high level Protoss players, it makes me feel like I should give up. When I see like the max timings and like the constant like aggression and fighting and yeah, just it all looks so clean and makes me ashamed. Because my early game always
Anyway.
sucks.
I would need to see your first person view this, so maybe you're doing some mechanical mistakes or something, because
Hmm.
with the Protoss, while you're going 12 next, you're playing pretty defensively for a lot of time. I mean, for long time, because your observers are quite delayed, so you have to stay defensive anyway.
Yeah, my observer came out as the dropship came in. Yeah. You think I was out on the map too much, maybe? And I should have been more defensive? Because I already had my third, like, coming up anyway, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you know there are no mines, there is no reason to be defensive, but usually you are not that sure about that.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Orc?
In general, in this game, you could even make a lot of damage with your attack. You had 4 guns and 2 zealots, right? But you send them in straight line and everything got hit by the mines, so it was terrible because of that. So send your zealots first
yeah.
and then go in with the guns.
I just, the
proper
thought of
way
mines
doing it.
never even crossed my mind. That was really embarrassing. I should know that. Like, I know those mines should be there. That was really stupid of me. Because, like, that attack felt like a good hit timing for me, I felt like. But yeah. Yeah, that was dumb
You
of
pretty
me.
much should send at least 1 gun early in front of the Terran.
Mhm.
Because at this point, there is no way he's killing your gun with vultures, for example, right? He won't
Yeah.
have like 4 or 5 vultures that can match your gun. So you can send it every time, at least 1, and see what happens.
Mhm.
And he lost 2 vultures at the beginning also,
Yeah.
right? So you knew about that. So I was actually afraid that you will just go in on him, like with 2 zealots, 2 guns.
That's what I wanted to do,
And-
yeah. But then
Yeah,
by the
but
time I
you're
got there, the tank was already there with the bunker and marines, so I thought it wasn't good.
Really, tank was already there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's strange. So you probably didn't go right away.
Hmm. Let me look again. Well, I'm sure my build was wrong too. Say what?
Also, the 3 mines that like killed.
Well, he means before that, right? Like when you went 2 vulture
Yeah,
and I killed the 2 vulture, I should have been across before you had a tank.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
honestly, I was in panic mode for a second, but you didn't
Yeah,
attack me.
I also don't.
My
like
goons were
2
really,
vultures,
really
to be
late.
honest.
You know,
I
like
think 2 vultures are too much.
not 2 vultures.
Too many. I mean, from the Terran perspective, I would only make 1 and then 1 and machine. Yeah, because I won't have those mines ASAP.
Okay.
Because
I've seen-
versus
I've seen Stan
versus
do that.
12 next is super good because if you have your mines quickly, he cannot move, so you have freedom for a long time. Because his observer is very late, so yeah.
So I
Usually
should
mines
scout.
are good.
Sorry. I should scout after I start the Nexus? Is that what I should do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was part of it. I scouted really late, right? Because I kind of remembered a little bit about... Because I ended up dropping my gateway and then scouted. So that was like super late.
I mean, maybe there is some optimization I don't know about, but I would scout after Nexus every time.
What does Raz think? Raz is in the chat talking too. I don't know if you're reading the chat, Ozzy, but he's giving a lot of information.
Yeah, I was reading the chat.
Oh no, I don't have your stream up.
Someone
the stream
tell
real quick.
RZ carriers are the best, or 1 Arbiter into carrier. Must be 11:30 bust if you 12 Nexus with 1 Arb. It can be done
Yeah.
by 11:30 because 12 to 13 minutes.
It will be kind of hard right now to match the responses because I think Raz was
That's from
kind
many
of
minutes ago.
going into our conversation, so Ozzy should watch the stream. And
Mhm.
Right. Well,
Look
that's
at the
basically the thing. Ozzy should just never turn off the stream. So.
I mean, I'm streaming myself, you know?
Yeah, but if you like load up the VOD, you can see what times he's writing those messages relative to what we're saying or whatever.
True.
Should I make the second pylon off 12 Nexus? Like, that's fine, right?
I think you need to if you want to have a chance at being safe, like being able to make enough units and keep pumping pro. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Raz is saying no.
No, actually, that's the whole point. Why the 12 Nexus is so strong, because you don't have to make the second pylon.
That was
Because-
the whole reason I wanted to rally the Marines, was because when you go to
Nexus
the
is
2 gateway,
providing
you wait
you
for Nexus to give you
fucking-
the supply ability to make the 2 Zealots. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to rally the Marines. But then I saw the second pylon, so I was like, okay, I guess we're not supposed to make Marines. And then I kind of trolled and made a second Marine, and should only made 1.
Wait, maybe I did the build wrong when I did it, because I think I built a pylon.
But
No,
let's
you
just
go-
divide.
Do you go? Hang on, whoa, Raz. Do you go like Nexus? So pylon, Nexus, gate, gas, core, or what order are you doing it? Gate, gas, core, gate, or what order is it? And when do you build the actual pylon?
Yeah, because it's the thing is, I was supply blocked for so long, right? If I wait for the Nexus.
You shouldn't
Yeah,
have, I
but-
don't think.
Okay.
You?
You are for a little bit. Yes, you are. You are supply blocked for a little bit, but this is how you play it.
So if they scout you first, you need to double gate before core, and that's when you do the 2 zealot, 2 goon thing that you said. Yeah, that's what I think you're supposed to do, right? 2 zealot, 2 goon.
Yeah, I actually went 2 gate. I was scouted early, and my scout was late on the crawl scout, right?
You were a 2 gate before I even scouted you, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
That
Ozzy,
wasn't like a response. That
Yeah,
you
no,
just
no,
said
it
you were
wasn't.
doing that.
I did it because So the reason I did it was because I was told that if it's not crawl spawn, you go 2 gate, and you scouted me early. Like let me see. Actually, let me see when I dropped it.
No, but you built the second gateway before I scouted you, 100%. Because I went in the main and I saw 2 gates.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so the zealots go out to buy time for the goons to come, and you can also build a shield battery if you need to, right, Raz?
Did I pass your SCV? Why did I do that? I feel like there was a reason I did it. No, I didn't. I don't know. I guess I just did it blind.
Just it's safe, I guess.
Is it good to put like the pylon, the second pylon, in the natural in front of the Nexus, so that if they make a
Yeah, I think that would've been
takes them
better.
longer to kill the Nexus, and then you can also shield battery from that pylon on as an addition.
But yeah, I feel like it would be better in the front, right?
I didn't know that, Raz.
Yeah.
You just surrendered the Nexus and kill SCVs.
Yeah, and you pull
Honestly-
your probes. As long as you don't lose any probes, it's good, right, Raz? You just pull
As a
probes
Terran
into
player?
main.
I'm gonna say
No,
it's
but
it's
not
so
with
fucking annoying.
not with this variation.
Not with variation.
No, I
Okay,
think
okay,
if,
really-
if you're going 2 gate before the gas, you have to defend the nut. I mean,
Right.
you have to try at least. Because if you are not going to defend, then you can just go for the earlier tech. And because this variation, you are cutting probes. In the
Yeah,
1
the
gate
2 gate.
variation, you're not.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You sacrifice the probes to defend this base, so you shouldn't abandon it without fighting, like you can do with 1 gate, for example.
So maybe a
Okay.
shield battery is like kind of necessary with that variation because you have to hold onto the net.
So I should have taken a gas instead of my second pylon, right? That's the deal.
And
'Cause,
if
like-
he scouts you first, you go gate, core. If he doesn't, you go gate, core, gate.
Yeah.
And then you have to cut probes if you go gate.
Well, he did scout me first, but like if I waited for him to scout me, he would have first scouted me, but I would have been on gas like long before then instead of gate.
You still need to take your gas though. You just go like, what's the
Oh,
order? Is it
oh,
gate?
I see what you're saying. I got you. So it's gate, gas, and then if I'm scouted, it's second gate. If not, it's core. That's the deal.
I think so. That's right. That's right, Raz. I think so.
Raz would know this one.
Okay.
You don't go gate, gas, core, do you? You go gate, oh, sorry, gate, gas, gate, core. Or
Okay. Yeah,
gate,
my stuff's all wrong then. I mean, I was doing it.
Core, gate.
I was kind of winging it. So, well, I did this really bad then. So I went 12 Nexus, I went 2 gate, and then I went pylon before gas. So I'm like, I knew my goons were like super late, but I didn't know why. Like it was so bad.
I see. That's why the vultures got so much damage. That makes sense. And you
Yeah.
honestly caught the first vulture pretty troll of me. I fucking lost these like probes.
I was embarrassed on your behalf. Yeah.
One thing I want to say is putting the second pylon at the natural is really good. Like as a Terran player, busting 12 Nexus, it's fucking annoying. when there's a pylon there, because it fucks up the
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah,
It's
You
like
put-
the sorry putting the Evo chamber in front of the seconds.
Even if you don't make a shield battery, just having the pylon in front of the Nexus is great.
yeah, it's
I
funny
would put it
because
on Upgrade Pros.
I'm like the person that invented doing that on BGH. Like, BGHers don't do that. I always do, like, pylon trails in the front of my base for that exact reason, because it screws up AI. But I play ladder, and it's like I forget how the game works.
But yeah, but literally have the pylon like touching the Nexus above it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like really tight to the Nexus.
Or even like set it up like you're gonna build the wall eventually.
you
That's
could
fine
do
too.
that, but I wouldn't put. I wouldn't put it too far out. I like it closer to the Nexus, especially with the shield battery option. But that's just me.
Alright, I want my rematch now.
It's rematch.
The game didn't count, it was my first game. And I lost. There's 2 reasons it didn't count.
All right, what map you want?
I don't know. I mean, we can just go through the maps, right? You're gonna play, like, almost everything with Tasteless.
It's a Vermeer game 1, then lose your pick.
Yeah. I told you, that game didn't count, so I didn't lose. You can pick.
Wait, why am I doing 16 turn rate?
That's what I wanted to know when we were playing, yeah. I realized it when
Wait,
I was
what-
chasing
wait,
SCDs.
What turn rates are you gonna get against Tasteless?
Oh, that's true, actually.
Probably 20.
20?
It'll be 20 low. So, against Koreans that have good internet, I always get 20 low. I'm assuming he has fiber optic.
I'll be in there too. Just remember.
Yeah, you're US as well though.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
it might
just
be
stream on
16
Discord.
Mbps, actually.
No, stream on Discord.
I didn't even realize I wasn't streaming. My bad.
It's okay.
Yo, just ban that guy.
Wolfie, come Discord.
What the fuck is that?
It's a barcode.
He's on my friends list.
I mean, you also made 2v2 Bloodbath all welcome with obs. It's probably a little confusing.
Oh my god, I did. Well, it's Vermeer.
Oh my god, dude.
He said, "Wow."
No, just
That doesn't
make
tell
a
me who you
private
are.
game. Identify yourself. It's like a public game, and you're like, identify yourself.
Can we see some license registration, please?
Oh. Snows. Yeah. This guy... can I get your email for the PayPal? Is that okay? Is that cool with you?
Yeah, I typed it in chat.
What
When you
chat?
make it on 20 turn rate.
I'll put it again. Here, let me go to your.
What chat did you put it in?
Put it in my chat.
You there,
I
Wolfie?
forgot you weren't in here, so you couldn't see it.
Gotcha. Good grief, Snow.
Good grief.
Is it your Ice Princess person?
Nope. Yeah, it's okay, Dustin. I'll send it to you there too. You'll get the
Your
pop-up.
screen's black, Snow. Are you in StarCraft right now or not?
No, man, I'm in Ozzy the Hockey's channel, dude.
Yeah, there you go, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin.
Oh. Snow, I clipped that CC thing for you earlier.
Nice. Noob Terran. Wow, I hop into your fucking chat and get roasted. I'm out.
What they say?
Noob Terran.
All right, we got Farmer RZ ready to take revenge on the legendary Love Snow.
I love how, like, every Twitch I go into, it's something related to me. I love it. I just like hop in and say exit, and he just like be doing if he was playing.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Dustin. That's cool of you, dude. Did you host a game? Is something happening? What are we doing?
For all the marbles, dude.
For all the marbles. How's it feel that this is going to be the first time I'm actually rooting for you?
I thought we were rooting for me versus Jumper.
Well, not initially. Eventually I was because he was being dumb, but
Eventually.
initially, for the first like 4
It's like,
games,
I started off like kind of pity, like no, but then I was, you know. Oh man, we ate some food, dude. We're ready to play. I had some leftover McDonald's yesterday night.
nice, dude.
Oh, you got a
Oh,
Happy
shit.
Meal?
That's hearty.
Some chicken nuggets and cheeseburger. We literally got home from a barbecue, and my mom was like, "Do you want to order McDonald's?" I was like, "This is why you should have ate at the barbecue, Mom." She's like, "I had a big breakfast."
That's funny.
But I didn't mind because I was drunk. And I was like, "Let's suck up the alcohol," and I still had to take a midterm.
I play better on this
We're
account,
actually
so
good. We did good. Fucking AK and Seme fucking helped me with my midterm, dude. I streamed it on Discord.
Yeah, well,
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was AFK. My
Okay,
kid
good timing.
woke up.
good timing.
Salute.
Tune into Snow's Discord.
Ganbei.
About to play.
Nasroni. Skull.
Huh? Can
About
you
to
repeat?
play
it?
Ozzy. Tune into his
Ah, okay.
Discord stream.
Okay. Mhm.
Bro, I'm freaking out right now.
You're freaking out.
Yeah, it's a fucking roach that like ran into my closet, and I took everything out of my closet. I can't find
Oh,
it.
you can't find it. Oh, shit, man. That sucks. I'm sorry.
I live on a farm. You know how many roaches I see every day? Rats?
Yeah, well,
Do you have like the swarms of locusts every year or what?
No, locusts. We get the cicadas.
I don't know what a cicada is. What is that?
know
It's
what
it's a
cicada
type of locust.
They're interesting.
I don't have any locusts here. I just have cicadas.
Well, it's not like an actual. I mean, like locust is like a.
Don't they like hibernate in the ground and like only come out for like breeding and stuff? Like,
Yeah, it's like every 4 years or something. Oh, cicadas are not locusts. Well, there you go. I just learned.
By the way, we're not just trolling. We're actually waiting for Razzle Dazzle. He said
you said what?
he's gonna hop in a second to obs it.
Okay.
Yeah, cicadas are like when it's like cicada breeding season, dude. When you step outside, it is like painfully loud.
It's loud.
Painfully loud.
You just hear them all having an orgy or some shit.
I mean, it's like the mating call stuff, right? And they're like screeching, and there's like millions of them.
Holy shit, dude! That sounds like something out of the Bible.
They get pretty loud. Yeah, it does. It would be like a biblical event if you've never seen it.
Yeah.
Just like walk outside, there's millions of fucking lotus screaming at the top of their lungs.
You typically don't see them though, right?
man.
But you hear them. I mean, they do fly around some, but you're not like gonna see swarms of them.
so I think I'm safe because there's no poop anywhere or anything.
It fucking
So-
left, dude. It was like, I don't want to live here, and just dipped.
They've seen enough.
He might be good.
I sprayed everything.
He was just a scouting
down,
cockroach, dude. He was a scouting cockroach.
Well, he's well, if he comes back, he's fucked because I sprayed everything.
I'm ready when you are, Ozzy.
Okay, I'm deafening.
Excuse me. Let me.
Ugh. Oh, did I miss the one probe? I gotta learn how to split better. The problem is I'm not like fast enough to do like this number or accurate enough. I just need to practice it. Ugh. Gonna plague when large swarms descend upon a region. Like it's been spread across some countries, 60 across some 60 countries and cover a fifth of Earth's land surface. Yeah. Be wild. What up, Coos?
You must construct additional pylons.
Hey, thanks for this resub, Goose. I appreciate that. For 5 months, dude. The way he spelled satellite. Oh man. Not on ladder, no. We're doing practice matches. I'm getting some practice, but it's also good for him because he's got that show match this weekend. So we're both kind of working on some stuff. I kind of forgot the scout though. Elon Musk is a bit of a joke everywhere. Poor guy. And I forgot my pylon. No judge. What's up, legend? Alright, we've already screwed up our beginning again. Somebody told me yesterday, and I forget who it was, I really gotta stop talking in the beginning of my game and actually get my stuff right. For once. Dude, everything's getting stuck. That ain't it. Oh, lost my shuttle. Ugh! It's like I'm trying to do more than I can normally do, right? It's not what I'm used to doing. It's the same thing like every time, man. Like, look how much money I'm floating. I mean, I'm trying to get, like, better at playing, like, multiple styles and stuff, but I ain't getting it. I start floating so much, it's just outside of my comfort zone, right? And I've kind of, like, lost track of how I normally play. Trying to pile on, like, all this new stuff.
Oh, got a mineral deficit. I mean, why not?
You can as
I think
well
taking
just make vessels, but of course
Right.
make
Honestly,
some
I
if
should've
so
been
this
making-
gas.
I should have been making vessels. I didn't make any vessels for so long for no reason, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally you should have vessel in your first push, like
What I think it was
It's
my
very
I felt like my tank count was pretty healthy. So instead of making 3 tanks out of the add-ons, I started making multiple just to reinforce faster. And then I just kind of the gas went up really high because I had 3 gas.
yeah, but in the first push, if you are doing like later push like in this game, 3 base or something like that, always make vessel, always make some Goliaths, because it's not about like, fighting arbiter or HTs is just to kill,
observers.
kill the observers.
GG.
It's just so important to kill the observers. Like, watch the replay from the Protoss perspective in the late game,
Okay, hold on. So
and,
early game.
and look how blind he feels if he has no
Turn off your vision.
observers.
Turn off your vision and look at the pros.
I mean, I don't know
I
if
want
this game
my
will
vision
be.
right now.
I don't know if this game will be a good example because you didn't kill the observers, but if you did, they literally see nothing.
So Nexus and
It's
and
Wolfix.
Command
He's
Center timing pretty
like
close.
S
That's
rank
good.
Polish player.
I think that's actually
Karen.
a little bit faster for me, slightly.
yeah, by a few seconds.
I'm trying to do so much more than I normally do, and it's like a little bit overwhelming.
Played pretty good though, Ozzy. Wasn't too bad.
I didn't expect you to go Reaver. I was
Love,
like,
Love,
whoa.
Love Snow actually played really solid that game.
Like I tried going Reaver, I tried getting my Arbiter faster, I was trying to expo more. This is all like outside of my comfort zone, so I'm getting like a
Yeah,
little bit
you're-
overwhelmed.
Well, your fourth was like 10 minutes rather than like 11 minutes, so you were taking your fourth a lot quicker than usual as well, yeah. But that's
Yeah,
good,
but
I think you should be taking it.
Fuck yeah, dude,
Reap-
we just got the fat fucking raid from Exit, baby. The Holy Trinity, guys, the 3 viewers.
That was actually my. Let me see.
3 wise men.
So the
Great people
Oh
watch
my
Exit, I
god.
can't believe it.
It's only Exit. That's why I would do that. I
What
wouldn't be
a
disrespectful with somebody I
fucking
don't know.
troll. What a troll.
Holy shit, we actually used the cannon to kill this mine? Fuck.
oh yeah, I was already taking the other third, so and the cannon serves like 2 purposes there. That was actually my 4th. I took my 5th top left at 10 minutes.
Don't you think
You
that
took your fifth really fast, to be honest.
Yeah.
don't you think that going for such fast forge is a waste in this case?
I was on 2 factory when I took my 3rd. And that was just because we saw the pylons here and we knew he was taking the 3rd really fast. So I was like, oh, okay, I can just take it. Because sometimes what I do is I just go 5 back, but we're cross spawn, so I was like, that's kind of scary. Kind of all in almost if I do that and I don't kill him, right? So I was like, I'll just take a 3rd.
This is
Like our worker count's really good. We're actually up in SCV. That's pretty surprising.
observer. When you play no observer, this is the issue right here. This is why if you're gonna go blind reaper, you have to do damage.
Oh, it's Razzle. We got Razzle Dazzle here, baby. Woo-wee!
Plus, Ozzy, your build is just not clean. You float too much money, too much parts of the game.
I did what? Sorry.
You float too much money. Like a lot of times in the beginning
Oh,
of the
yeah.
game, like way before this, you're like 400 for no reason. Like you're not putting a robo down, you're not putting a second gate down. Your build was a 24 Nexus, so that means you're missing it. It's late.
Mhm.
There's things that you need to clean in the early game to help you.
Yeah, I
And
was
if you're
actually
gonna play
talking
blind
about
or
that.
Reaver, you need to try to get something done with the Reaver, not just kill like 2 turrets and a tank. Like he can't. Like that 3rd was way too free.
Mhm.
A 3rd
Mhm.
on no siege.
Yeah, I didn't have siege. That's right.
Yeah, that was very very greedy. It shouldn't work. If I mean the river is killing this every time, or
Yeah, we
There's
built the
something
3rd
wrong.
CC with the 2 mines we had in the middle of the map, dude. we're safe.
If you go observer first, then you just push, then you clear the mines. Like you should constantly almost have units by the Terran so that you can kind of like he has total map control, which is not good when there's like vulture raids like this coming in.
Mhm.
You should be at his front, kind of pushing the pace. This is why like a lot of pros may go shuttle observer Reaver or just observer into Reaver because they need to have vision of what's going on. Like if they see this with an observer and you have 7 goons, you just kill it.
Yeah.
yeah, this map is quite bad for this kind of play with this fast third because you don't have turrets
Yeah, you,
along the whole way, so Protoss can cut.
Oh my
Terran's
god, I
army
killed
in
the
half
shuttle with
and
the 2
then
Reavers in
go
it
to
too.
the
I didn't
turret.
notice that.
Yeah, I thought I brought it all the way back, but I guess I didn't like move it at all hardly.
And I think I'm doing a lot better of like not sieging
and
everything
then
I want.
pause. You would win this fight if you look to the right. See those that 5 goons. If those come from the other side with the zealots, if you came at the same time, you might actually win this fight.
Yeah, I forgot
And
about them
reinforce
too.
the zealots.
Yeah, because he went a bit too deep with his tank, so you could have maybe punished
Yeah, that was a mistake. Like
Wait.
these first 2 tanks I sieged, Everything should have been like staggered siege and like here, and I fucking went over here for some reason. I like pushed into your army for no reason. That was dumb.
And
Siege was late.
going into the army wasn't that bad. The late siege part was the worst.
Yeah, the fact that you moved all of your tanks up and then sieged at once into his army, that's what's bad. If you like trickle them into his army, that's okay. Like 2-3 at a
Right.
time sieging.
Like our first 2 tanks were really smartly sieged. So like I'm going. I didn't even know I killed the shuttle. I knew he had the shuttle. I thought it was still flying home.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, oops.
Yeah, that's pretty troll.
Because you have some of those. If you drop those in the middle of the tank line
I-
too, you kill.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I did like how you were scanning for his army here and like made sure you didn't get like caught
Yeah.
out.
Now
position,
the
'cause a lot
siege
of
is
times you
good.
lose games to that.
Yeah,
Now
like
we
these
should
first
siege
tanks are
another
great.
2-3 tanks in the front, and then
And then-
you move forward a little bit. You may mine this area where the vultures are and start turning right already.
This was big too. I didn't reinforce fast enough. I have all these units here just chilling.
Yeah, I kept trying to remind you, but there were some cycles you missed.
Like I'm actually macroing.
No, some cycles you missed.
Every factory's not blink.
Yeah. You
Yeah, I
do
was
better
gonna
in a
say
minute.
that,
You do
you
better
don't.
in a minute, but right now you're sucking at it. That's why I start like shouting at you to do it because I noticed you were slipping a bit.
Okay, we go back to macro now and we reinforce. Good.
It's from this point on, you macro pretty good, I think.
I don't.
I mean, at this point, the game is pretty much over. Terran's in too strong of a position. There's no tech. There's no storm. There's no AoE, so it's over.
Yeah, and no shuttles.
No
Also-
shuttle, yeah, and there's nothing to get to the tanks. Like Vulture block. Just
Yeah, he's
game
trading at a deficit almost always with like just pure.
And by the
zealot
way, just there, if you have like zealots versus those siege tanks and vultures, don't attack move with them. Move them into the
Mhm.
tanks, and then because zealots are not doing damage, the tanks are doing damage to themselves when the zealots are at them.
Yep.
This is the problem because zealots are pretty bad if in terms of their damage output in the late game, they are only doing damage because Terran is killing himself.
Hmm.
So you have to move into the tanks with those.
So I thought this was troll though. Like how fast he fucking started building gateways over here. Like he has only got 7 gateways in his main.
I mean, that's okay. He went like, I mean, an extremely fast 5th Nexus in response to their command center, which also doesn't work because of the exactly what happened. But if he sat there with the Reavers dropped, shot some vultures, picked them up, moved them back, thinned out your army, and macroed out of all those and had an arbiter, he would still hold.
So if he did like 5 things that he didn't do, he would have held that.
He would have held it.
Well, it's like all the things that I was trying to do, I just didn't do it well enough. You know what I mean? Like I had the Reaver, I was working towards Arbiter. It's just everything's kind of late for me all the time.
We also never have an observer in your base. Like we have no idea what's going on, right? Like you went up to 9 factory immediately. Like if you see that as Protoss, you're supposed to just add as many gateways as you can, stop pro production, and everything just goes to just units. Because if you hold this attack and crush this attack, and you're on 5 bases, you've pretty much won because
Yeah.
you can just take the rest of the map. This is why I hate. I tell the time, like Arbiter is great and all, but it's not the best play. I think we saw that in BSL this weekend too.
Yeah.
It's doable, but it's not the best. It's not optimal.
It's just
the
safe and
single
easy,
tank
right?
over here, dude. The single tank with the vultures here was fantastic. I thought just like blocking any form of help out.
Yeah, it's perfectly good, fine. And just sending units. Like you should have like 2 tanks at his other base too, like hitting every nexus.
Yeah.
Arbiter is good for. I mean, Arbiter obviously works if your macro is really sharp and you're really those. Of course, it works, but Arbiters are really meant for stopping timing attacks. Like if I get in his base and I'm like, oh, he 5-fact timing, and like 1 Arbiter plus some Reaver stops those timings. Like the Reavers are supposed to stop most of the timings by themselves. The problem is most of the time we're not playing a turn rate 24 low, so it's hard to micro them. But the Reavers are the anti-push for everything.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was wanting to try to practice, because so this is the second time I've ever played Reaver. So I'm trying to like practice and learn Reaver, because I know it can be really good for that, because it buys time and it picks units off as they come across, right?
100%, yeah. Especially with one of the Goliath, you could pick off like every vulture,
Yeah.
and like his push is almost halted because he can't fight you. You just gotta leave them out, have an observer ahead, target, pick them up. Even if he sieges and slowly jumps, that buys you another minute of time
Yeah,
to get
exactly.
out another round of units. Like that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get away from my normal style because I feel like that's not going to take me anywhere with how I normally play. Which is,
I don't know your normal styles, but Gateway Man doesn't work.
that's pretty much all I did before, yeah. That's why I'm trying to
Yeah.
change things. Because it's not getting me out, like, I'm winning, I can't break 2k playing that style, it's not working.
No, you'll never win that way.
Yeah,
As you go get 21, because Terran don't miss their timing. Like Gateway Man doesn't work.
yeah.
Terran don't miss that 2-1 12-minute timing, and then your attack literally just explodes. Like your
Mhm.
units literally melt.
Did I hit 12 minutes that time?
I think you were pretty close.
It was before 13, yeah.
Because you went factory armory third base. Like that's the greediest fucking thing ever made in life.
I could have built a starport too, and dropped.
Yeah, you did so much just super greedy stuff.
So going Observer first into Reaver is totally fine, and using it just for stalling, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you can still float in there with the Reaver, with the Observer. At least you'll be able to scout what's going on. But you usually you want to know, like most pros, if they're gonna play Gateway Robo, they play Gateway Robo Observer Reaver so that they can
Gotcha.
do a 615, 630 third Nexus, and then get a Reaver, but also clear the mines, put some pressure on Terrans so they're not just sitting there. Like what happened to him, allowing to be able to take a third Nexus on 2 tanks with no siege, is like the worst case scenario that Terran gets that third Nexus
Right.
at.
Okay.
But
Salute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Gambay.
No, I'll drink.
Nasroni.
I'm just gonna eat my losses right now while I try to learn some StarCraft, basically.
everyone does it.
What map?
I don't know. I don't care.
Coffee.
What?
I decided to drink whiskey while helping Love Snow play because it helps me get on his level.
Yeah, I'm drinking now too.
Nice.
I'm literally like the fucking worst. People
have
just hang
to
out
ju-
with me. It's like, well, I guess we gotta drink. We're fucking hanging.
You have to adjust your level.
Exactly.
I keep getting this goddamn bug where like it drops you out.
Yeah, remember
I
we
put-
were having that when we were trying to practice for the jumper game, dude? Like there was like 2 maps where we just couldn't play them. Like it would just bug out every fucking time.
Love
So like
Snow.
right here, I just got the drop, and then makes no sense. 'Cause I was just in your game.
Well, you just got a drop.
I changed the
Like,
map name.
You got the
Or
bug.
the map.
You're the bug. What?
Everybody's
That's
getting
so
it, dude.
good. But you was in.
Yeah.
You was just in the game though.
No, but now I'm getting it for whatever reason.
Sure, you
So
host
good.
it. Just Polypoid.
I would like to point out that I've never got the bug, okay?
I never had
I
COVID, to be honest.
It's so I had to
Knock
play
on wood.
my BWCL matches in Shield Battery this weekend because no one could host for the people that were playing.
It's great.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm not kidding. Like between me and the Ash guys that were there, like even their team leader tried to like host it and stuff, and it was a no.
Hey, thanks, Chiseled. Appreciate the 100 bits, dude.
You guys fucking clapping cheeks
Glad you
out there, or
enjoyed
what?
We did not. We lost.
This is like really good coaching for me. The guy, Raz, the guy talking, is a really, really good player.
Which is the problem.
Skizzy?
Really strong
Yeah.
Protoss player.
Skizzy's not dominating
Fuck.
because
Dude,
everyone.
I saw Doodle beat fucking Swan or where the fuck.
Run, yeah. How do you do that?
I don't know. You 2-0'd him though, dude.
That's pretty good.
Fucking was gonna cast some BWCL and I was like looking at the lineups and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Doodle 2-0'd him?
That's pretty good.
Right? Maybe you like DT rush both games and like the guy went 3 gateway, fucking goon or some shit.
Rajwan's a Terran.
Oh shit! I'm thinking he's the Protoss.
No, that's John Hoon. Totally different people.
Oh shit! Oh, so you 2. Damn, that's even more respectable. All right.
Yeah, John Hoon. Yeah, no one's too on.
Maybe I should cast that series, dude, just so I can fucking see those
All
games.
right. Oh, where the hell?
Open up the observer slot. Worst host ever, dude.
He's
Trying
not
to
in
get
here
the
yet. Just chilling.
Most updated map.
Maybe I don't. Maybe Ozzy and Raz can go to another channel, and then Raz will coach Ozzy, and
I gotta be
we'll
kidding
stay.
me.
Yeah, where else? Why don't you coach Ozzy another channel?
I can do that.
Ozzy, you down for that?
I got the fucking thing. Dude, it must be. Maybe it's just like I've repaired Brood War and everything, and I'm getting it more and more with more people.
Or maybe a new channel called Razzle That. Oh fuck.
That's a text channel.
If it was one of your friends, I banned him for you. Don't worry.
Let me see if I can host the game. See if you guys can join mine.
But I couldn't
Sounds
join the Lost Snow games today either. Like I was getting StarCraft crashed when I tried to join.
Exit, stop messaging me for a game. We're gonna play 2 games and we're gonna quit.
Dude, Exit just spams me play a game every day, dude.
Plays, then we leave. So Love Snow's in. Let's see if Ozzy can get in.
Ozzy.
Raz password 1.
I can always get in.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
It's
Ozzy.
freaking crazy.
What's up?
Always finds a way to slide in there, dude.
Raz is gonna go
going
you
to
to
Razzle.
the Razzle Dazzle voice.
Yeah.
And you're gonna stream for him there. And
See if we'll see how I do with live coaching. I've never had that before.
just go with the flow and don't fight it. Just flow with it.
You just gotta let them shove it up your ass, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, Chad. I can't talk to you guys this time. I have to get coached now.
Dude, you're not streaming right if you can't. Dude, stop saying go. In a game with Ozzy.
Okay. Toki.
Private matches, yeah, it's private matches. Playing against Love Snow, and I have a high level toss that's gonna be trying to help me suck less.
Here we go. What style do you want to play?
I mean, my standard is like 20. Well, it's supposed to be 23 Nexus, but I never actually do it correctly. So that's kind of one of my big problems is my early game is always ugly,
Yes.
especially
Just
when I
gotta
start
hit
my
it.
probe.
Just do it correctly.
So it's
If you want 23 Nexus is fine. You just gotta hit it like on 23 Nexus.
yeah.
I played 19 and 21 Nexus, but
Well, tell me the difference, because I don't even like know the differences or like why you would do that. Because the reason I do 23 is because then I can send a goon out and have a backup goon for the vulture. That's why I like
21
that.
21 you can too. You just pull 2 up a gas after you build range to
Okay.
get the extra stuff. 19 is mini style, in which he no scout until the goon is done. No range.
Yeah. Okay.
So play standard, and we'll look at how it goes for you. But don't scout until after you build your core.
Okay. So there's no reason to early scout then, because I've always been in the habit of scouting off the gateway.
Yeah, I mean, if you get there and you see the Marine, what does it tell you? That he's probably playing standard. If
Yeah.
you get there and he's blocking with 2 on the ramp, and you just leave your probe out there, if he never comes down, you know something's up. Right? Like, you don't need to scatter your gateway. You're really looking for his command center.
Right. I guess that's true. Yeah.
You're looking for if does he make a bunker? Does he have a command center behind the bunker? Like, this is really what you're looking for. If you're not, your probe's not mining efficiently on the top. They're double mining.
Well, now we're getting too complicated.
It's important. Proper mining. I mean, at least putting them on different mineral patches. I'm not saying boost anything, but
Right.
at least put them on different mineral patches. Okay, now you can scout. I know it seems like one worker doesn't matter as much. It's shocking how much it does matter.
Yeah, and it's something I should know, especially from PvP, right? Because I know in PvP, it's like if you gateway scout and then they just don't scout at all, you feel so far behind in the opening. At least I do.
Yeah, you lose some stuff, so what do we see? We should notice something right away.
But he's staying on gas.
Yeah, we gotta make sure. Now you gotta run this thing around a little bit. I wouldn't leave yet with one Marine. I'd run around like a motherfucker. Make sure he takes off so he's not cheesing you. Go behind the mineral line. Go about. There you go. Good. Second Marine, and you just go down. Oh, nice pro block, baby. Yeah. All right. Can we get that probe out? Send the goon. Right. You saw that no vultures built. You saw the vultures just building, so you can get there and block it right away. And then you can just leave your second goon at home if you don't get the full block.
So do I drop another pylon?
Now you do. Now that the Nexus is done, yeah.
Okay.
Put it by. Start blocking your nat off. You leave the other. Well, now you're kind of late. Just put there. There you go. Leave the one goon there. Watch your goon. There you go. Good target. That vulture is a good thing to hit. Nice. Oop, oop, oop. Don't let it out. There you go. Now that you blocked it, move the goon towards the bunker and send the second goon. So once you have range, now you can pelt this vulture. I mean the supply depot. Okay, and then we're gonna go robo next. Ready, robo. Boom. Good. Pro. Huge. Just run that goon away, send the second goon in, right? Yeah, don't lose that goon. And just leave these two out here. Nice. So, this is up to you. I add a second gate right away because I play 2-gate OBS into Reaver. But if you want to go straight Reaver, you can go OBS Reaver. Like, I like the two.
Second gate's more comfortable for me, for sure.
Yeah, I like that as well. I think it gets a good amount out. You have range, poke the bunker. Non-stop probe and goon production, right, with everything. Good.
And what about when you...
Another pylon ASAP, because you're going to be behind Observer right away, so you can send him right to his base. Move that one goon up. You want to hit the bunker. Make him repair that shit too, as much as possible. And at 6:30, we're going to look to take a fourth Nexus.
A fourth
There
or a
you go.
third?
The third, sorry, third Nexus. And then once we get that, we'll go up to 4 gateways if we're not going to Reaver. There you go. Observer right to his main. You want to know what the hell's going on. Because does something alarm you right now?
That we're not seeing anything? No tank?
There's no tank, so that should start triggering your brain, right? Like, hey, this is freaking weird. Like, this tank is really late. Like, how am I pelting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, care here. Good. Get the observer in. You want to scout his whole main. Taking your third Nexus now. Okay, look here. Oh. Observer. Good. Observer all the way in the main. Yeah, you saw what it was, so you got to set up. Make sure not just goons in the net, like, right? Get everything all over.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yep, use your probes. It's fine. Use your probes. Non-stop making probes while this is happening. Okay, so not super successful of a drop. Like they really have to do more damage than that because now they're behind on siege. So you really want to get all your goons to his base now to pressure him because he went with the dropship. There's no siege, right? So you can pressure now until there is siege. Pelt the bunker. Get all your goons there. Start pelting the bunker. You want to transfer probes to your third, and at this point it's 8 minutes. We need a forge and a citadel. Oh yeah, we can bring the observer up, start pelting the bunker. Yep, everybody, yep. Beautiful. And here we go, we're in, baby. Killing SCVs, doing what you gotta do. Don't lose too much to the tanks that are on siege. Nice. Just micro, kill SCVs, right? That's big damage, just killing workers. The tanks in the front can attack the goon, I mean. Non-stop workers, non-stop reinforcements. Can't lose units here. Need more. Now we need more gateways. More gateways, non-stop probes. That was good damage. Killed a lot of SCVs. Keep the one observer on his nat for his move out and one observer in the main. And start setting up on the high ground. Good. More gateways, like 6 gateways now. Your third has been pumping. You know there's 2 gateways. A command center, you can delay it. And then you're going to take your 4th non-stop probes everywhere. Spread your goons on the high ground so you, when he comes out, if he does move out, you can just spread. Right, like you want to fight here. Like if he comes up to this high ground, even with these tanks, you're gonna fight him. Like get ready. Like if he just walks up here, go. Oh wait, he's sieged. As soon as he comes up, there you go. Target tanks. Good. And then back up. Take a tank for nothing. Perfect. Making units. We want to take a 4th nexus as well. We need a 4th nexus. Probes out of all the nexus building. Good. Beautiful. Take your 4th nexus. We should be getting speed on the way. You see his tanks run sieging? Go. Like I see it on your observer. Back up. There you go. You play this game. We lost the observer, but we played this game. Templar Archives and Stargate. Another observer over towards your units. Reinforce. Like we should have all our units on the high ground. Like fuck him. We're on the high ground. As soon as he decides to come up here with this command center, oh, back up. It's fine. Like we want to make sure he can never get up. Stargate at the same time as that Archives. And now that we have like pretty much a group and a half of goons, leg speed only zealots from here. We're gonna make his life as difficult as possible to come up. It's okay. Another observer. All the units up there. We're missing units on the high ground. Good. Non-stop zealots and get up to 8 gateways. You have an observer in your main. You can send over to see what he's doing. Reinforce all units to that high ground. That's fine. Back up. No big deal. Okay. Move your observer down. Let's see what he's working with. Just don't lose it to the observer. I mean, to the Marines that are there. Good. All right. We see. Non-stop zealots. Boom, 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 boom. Zealots, you're supply blocked. All those zealots up to the thing. Can you see what his army looks like? Can we see? Yeah. Oh, SCVs, tanks. Okay. All right, let's get into the main. Let's see the factory count. Okay. I mean, he only has, I think we saw like 2 vultures and 2 marines. It's up to you if you want to try to bust. You don't have to. You can just keep taking bases and get up to an arbiter that you're comfortable with.
Fake or what?
Is there anything in there? You didn't drop anything. Makes me nervous. Let's block that base off and get a cannon there. And let's add gateways top right and a cannon or two. Like, we're starting to float a lot of money. We need to, like, gateway explode. Make, like, 7 gateways up top. Arbiter. Stasis.
My SimCity is so ugly here.
That's okay. Let's make sure we cannon top right with one, since we do see a dropship still out, and a cannon at mid right, and finish the pylon wall. And now this is where you're so ahead because you know you delayed his third that you got to start thinking later game. So that means we need gateways top right. We need to take the main top left. Those are the next 2 things. And we need to get observers like mid left and both walkways. Those are the 3 things that need to happen. Observers, top left, more gateways everywhere. Tons of gateways. Because once you max out, you technically could try to bust him. It's up to you. Because it's not going to get any better than that. Like I said, only Zealots and you can give it a shot. I mean, you're 194. It's up to you. It's never easy trying to bust up the high ground. But for me, if you don't want to, which I think is totally fine, you got to take every base and a ton of gateways. So we don't want to oversend with that top left. Just send like 3 Dragoons up there, 4 Dragoons, right? Like to clear. We need a group of Dragoons constantly clearing. You see that the Vultures are on the move. Take your mineral only, doesn't hurt. Take that base, take 6 o'clock, right? Start thinking about the natural, start thinking about top left, even build a pylon top left. That's where you're at right now.
When you get this kind of money, Raz, don't you start thinking about like carriers possibly or next tech? Like, yeah.
Carriers would be fantastic. Another. Let's kill 1 probe and build an arbiter. Good, build another arbiter. And now it's up to you. If you want to transition to carrier, you need to add a core and add upgrades, and you need to take your gas mid right, and then you could add like 4 stargates top right. It's totally up to you. And make sure we have an observer clearing mines. Those are the things we need to do.
Man, you want to get more observers? Like, check out if he has a 4th. Is he starting to take a 4th? What's he doing?
I imagine he's on a 4th, yeah. I figure it's 9 o'clock, surely.
StarCraft's a game of information, so we want to confirm everything. Like, you see the observer sees those vultures, just block that base. We just have to be careful. We can't have our whole army, like, we can't have that many goons up there when we want to fight. So make sure our whole army's gathered, and we see when he moves out. And get the stasis ready with the arbiter. So everything's hotkeyed, ready to go. Because I'm looking at your observer, and I see his army sieging. So don't get killed, move back. Get those Dragoons down here. You have a whole group of units at your NAD as well. Get your stasis. You have a stasis? Get ready, get stasis, then you attack with everything. Here we go. Get ready. As soon as he comes in here. Remax. Zealots on every gateway. Remax. Let him come in. Let him come in. And you gotta get a good stasis. Don't get impede. Get ready. Here we go, baby. Go. And get a good stasis. That whole chunk in the back there, yep. Ah, beautiful. And then we're macroing out of every gateway while these units are fighting. You have another arbiter and a bunch of units not fighting. Send those 2 and remax. Every gateway.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We have Stormer now. There we go, good. And now you can back up. Beautiful. Now we remax every gateway. Got to get units from the top right down there as well. And transfer probes out of your main. Ooh, we have another stasis soon. It's okay. Just remax every unit. Send us out, clear mines, and you're bring your observer down, and we're going to fight this army. With the units coming down, our maxed out army has to fight again. And get a good stasis again. Good stasis. The whole group right there. You see it? Beautiful. Here we go. All the units same time. Oh, we're making a lot of carriers. Okay, it's fine. That's why our unit count looks so low. Good storm. Oh, we didn't storm. Keep running those zealots up there. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. We gotta transfer probes out of our main even more. Saturate. Interceptors on those carriers. There you go, use those carriers, start killing tanks. It's okay, macro, and use the unit stop right as well. There you go. Just keep picking tanks off in this army until you see Goliaths, then you run away. Alright, we need to back up with those carriers. Can't fight with 3. Wait till we get about 6. We need another one. 5 is fine as well. Upgrades are going. We need an observer to clear mines. There you go. Good. You're going to need your army and your carriers together. Carriers don't fight well alone. And we need another base ASAP. So get your army with your carriers, and then clear those tanks with your carriers, but have your army next to it. Goliaths are here. This is why we need the army. Send the army in to fight with it together. It's either kill all the Goliaths or kill all the tanks. When he sieges, you can back up and just use the carriers to pick off Goliaths. Yep. Beautiful. Oh, those 2 carriers. No.
Oh.
It's okay, pick off Goliaths if you can. It's okay, this game was much better. We just have to take more bases, and I think a lot of the multitask and me telling you is hard, but like, we just ran out of money and had to remax.
Yeah.
But this
Like
was
the
a
opening
much better
felt-
game.
This game was very close.
Yeah.
A recall.
Yeah. I think we just got to rematch. We have to take like our mineral only. We got to take that. The top rise nat. We have to take that. Pylon wall everything off with a couple cannons. I think if you do that and you play this out, like you're in very good shape. Because we delayed that third and the tank count for like ever. Much closer. All right.
And my bad for mentioning carriers if you don't like going carriers.
No, it's
They're the right play here because he banks so much. It's just we have to like take more of the map, so that like the Terran army has to go around more.
I'm starting to build carriers way more in that stage of the game because I just feel like ground sucks. Like after a while.
Protoss ground doesn't. Carriers are the best unit to carry as the game goes on. Like they scale the greatest. For sure.
Ooh, I like this. Little Nyokin recall the carriers.
Nyokin recalls them back home. I mean, look how much damage they do. They're just so, and they're only 2-1. You get 12 of those bad boys and lights out.
I mean, it felt good. Like the early game went so well.
Early game was really excellent. You got to know anytime that they go drop in mines and speed means that they don't have siege mode, so you can pressure just like you did. A little better micro with some of the goons, like being able to pop a tank, kill SCVs. Like you were definitely way ahead. Like if you watch the replay, you're gonna be like, wow, I was way ahead. If you were just a little more diligent on the high ground and never let him get the third, which I think you could have done, and take some bases, you just win. But all right, GG for this one. This is well played though. Much better.
But I also feel like, I know you were giving him the option to engage. I feel like because we were so far ahead, we should have engaged with that maxed army when we were maxed and had all that money, right? Like we want to trade when they're on 3 bases, and we already have all those gateways, don't we?
Not when they're on the high ground.
Okay.
I mean, this is really good for me. It's I've never been coached like real time, so it's like a little bit of an information overload, you know?
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. I know.
But it definitely, like, I can definitely see like what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like I fully understand.
Like, I'm almost positive he'll be maxed, and Terran will be at like 130 supply.
Yes, so if Terran's at like 130, 140 with 2-1, they hold the push. The thing about being maxed, so here's the thing. It's not getting any better for you, but if you get your army wiped, you equalize the game. So the choice is either you go for it. I'd rather have a stasis when we go for it, because gateway units are tough, because he's going to float his eBay, he's going to float his barracks, your goons are going to get stuck there, your zealots are going to run into mines. You can bust, you can go for it. I just think it's the riskier play here, where if you just take the entire map and he's on 3 bases and the mineral only, he's on 2 gas. Once you transition to carrier, he doesn't have enough money to play Goliath. The game is over. Once you get like 10 carriers or you do a recall, whatever happens, like the game is hard for him. We didn't deny the 4th base because we didn't have the vision, but we were in a fine spot. Like you'll see. And I think this game did a much better job of getting information. So like right here, you can just keep backing up killing SCVs, and then as soon as like his SCVs go too far, like those 2 goons in the front can come down and start hitting this tank and killing it too. But I mean, you're up a bunch of workers.
Yeah, definitely didn't control that as good as I could have.
Yeah. Okay. And now here, like I said, you see the tank. You can just move forward here, like pause. Like look at this as tank count versus your goon count. I mean, you can, as soon as he moves again, like right here, I would go.
Yeah, I could have just killed him. Like actually.
Could have won the game right here. You just like we had the observer on there. We were watching.
Yeah.
So as soon as they move, you could have gone over there and just killed them. Like 4 tanks versus 10 goons on siege. You just kill them.
Yeah.
So even like here, if you just keep backing up and spreading your goons and waiting for him to come on the high ground, you trading tanks for goons is totally fine. I mean, as long as it's not like obviously an absurd amount of numbers, but. And this is where I think the multitask is hard, but like you should have like rounds of zealots just coming up here, like your army just coming up here.
Yeah, I should just mow them down from here.
Like right here, we should just win the game.
Yeah.
We don't see it, but we should just win the game right there.
Yeah, for sure. There's so little here.
Yeah, that's why I said with the observer, like you could go for it. It's up to you.
Yeah, just
that's
like
the
one
way it goes.
shuttle too, with your zealots that are coming in, like having.
Yep, could do that too. Like now it's getting a little more trickier. Now there's a Sim City. It's like he's floating. Like it's a little bit harder. But I knew there's nothing in here because he would have dropped.
See, we have this nasty supply block right here too. If we were able to not have that, we're at like 190 supply right now, and then we just
then we can bust. Yeah, then we can bust. But we should, like I said, we should be thinking more gateways top right, taking the natural at top right, taking the third, taking 6 o'clock, taking them. Like this is where Protoss just starts getting everywhere, so that his army. So when his like the other option, like when his army comes across, if you have the whole top, you can just go around and counter.
Yeah.
But because you don't have the top left, you have to engage his army.
Yeah.
And like I don't, if we had our whole army here, you're better off engaging in the middle here than in this choke. We didn't have a choice because you wanted to get it as soon as you funneled through here, and this was a good stasis. And then just back up, boom, yep, and then back up because you're still ahead, and then you're gonna have so many more gateways than he has factories.
Was it wrong to queue carriers before cleaning the army up?
Nope, totally fine.
Okay.
We just need an observer here to clear this because you cleared this army.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna get cleared here, and this is where Wolfix was trying to tell you, like, just run the zealots through. You know, like because then you do more splash. But the problem is the probe count, the saturation at the bases that have money. You know, this is where it gets weird.
Yeah. All right. Well.
That was good though.
Yeah. I mean, I fully like I said, I get what you're saying. It all makes like really good sense to me. So.
No, but I think it was much better than the other game. I think just overall play, especially your opening, was much cleaner.
Yeah, the opening actually felt like I hit my stuff correctly. That's probably the fastest I've ever had an observer out in my life. So.
It just if you know that there's no pressure because things are like, oh, there's no tank, something's weird, like something's up, right? So having the observer helps. Like now, if he was going like a two fact tank timing, things are much harder because you have a robo faster and you need the units. But you should know something's up by not seeing.
Yeah, well, we saw him continuing on gas, right, and then still no tank. So.
Yeah, like something's weird there.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, your build's off. If your build's off, something is up.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I think overall that was a well-played game. Just got to clean some stuff up and some of the transitions, and you're okay. And as soon as in your brain you say, I want to go carrier, you have to throw another core down and start the upgrades. Even when you have a lot of money, start the upgrades because carriers without the upgrades can't fight 3-2 mech.
Yeah, they can't kill it, right?
Well, yeah, plus the Goliath can sit there and tank the damage and kill interceptors. If they're 3-2 and you're like 1-0, they just blow the interceptors up.
Sweet.
Just the way it goes. Just the way it goes.
Well, I think the big thing is just going to be like digesting the information now and kind of practicing it more because it's outside of my norm, right? Like,
yeah,
I get outside of my comfort zone, and then obviously you're not going to do it like as well as you feel like you could. But once I've practiced it some and gotten the habit of it, I think like that'll feel really good. I've never realized off of a vulture drop that I can pressure like that. I've never done that before.
Yeah, they just don't have enough gas, right? They just don't have everything.
Yeah.
And you can pressure at least, like, even if you don't bust the bunker and they repair and they siege, at least you can back up and cause an SCV. Like, you need to force them to do stuff too. Like, you need to equalize, because the vulture drop is very successful if it gets like 10 pros. If it doesn't, they're in trouble, because by that 6:15 timing, you're putting a third nexus down, you're making a ton of probes, and they have nothing to pressure, right? They went 100 mineral or 100 gas to dropship, 100 gas to starport, 100 gas to speed, 100 gas to mine. That's 400 gas. That's 4 less tanks they can have on a normal push. So you have all the extra stuff. They have to get something done.
Yeah.
And this
then-
is a little higher level, Ozzy, but it's good information. And your Sim City, like when you're working on it, you should, like around that time mark, you want to have that mineral line blocked in the back. So like you want to have like a wall on the like depending on the position that you're in. So like for bottom right, you want to have a wall if they drop on the top, so that they can't get behind your mineral line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you want to work on putting your Sim City like that when playing turns. That's like
Makes sense.
nitpicky, but it's like
Well,
it's
it makes a big
massive.
difference,
If you-
right? Because they can't micro the
It's
vultures
huge.
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's massive. Plan a Sim City ahead of time of, all right, where can they drop? All right, I need to build my structures like this so they can't get behind my mineral lines if they do drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
But I thought that was a much cleaner game for you. So definitely a good improvement from one game to the next. And then know that your carriers, until they're like 11 of them, they struggle to fight alone.
Yeah.
Like, even with that, like, it really helps to have the zealots or whatever to have, just to force him to keep bringing units together, because like he can't fight pure Goliath versus like zealot
Yeah.
carrier. You just kill him.
Okay. Cool.
I know it's a lot of info.
No, it's
That
good. Like I said, I'm comprehending it. It's just learning to execute it properly, right? Which is
Yeah,
just going
it's
to come
always
from
hard to
trying to practice
execute.
it.
Always
Yeah.
harder. Yeah, for sure.
No, this was super helpful.
Because what also is nice with the carriers is like your base setup. Like the other win condition for Protoss, even if you're behind, is to get on his production. Like if you kill every factory, you win the game.
Yeah.
So there's always that, like, fly the carriers to his main,
kill
put
his
units in
scanners,
position,
TTs.
kill thing. Like you could just carriers just open up the game to a lot more. Arbiters just make sure any kind of timings just get crushed. Like that's really where they're at.
Gotcha.
Where's Lupsnow? What's he doing? He's watching this replay in extra slow.
You watch all the ASL games though now, Raz. Everybody just goes into carriers, like at the pro level at least. Not that
Yeah,
we're
of
there.
course.
It's just carry. I think carriers are the unit, man.
In my opinion, DeWalt lost this weekend to Mihu because he refused to go carrier.
Yeah, he was stubborn playing that shuttle style, right?
Shuttle Arbiter, yeah, it's just no good.
So Boneth is the opposite. He's nothing but carrier, right? So we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. If Mihu knows the timings where he's at and he can get the like 6-fact, 7-fact +1 with Goliaths, he'll win. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
one
it's
of those things where they're gonna play this cat and mouse game of like, when can I push? When can I push? Oh, you pushed too early. I killed your first army. I win the game. Like I think it's gonna be one of those.
It's like, this is the thing. It's like DeWalt's better with that mass gateway style like drops than Boneth is, but
Yeah, well, his
Boneth is
macros
better. But Boneth's better with like the carriers. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
like, it's interesting. Like if Boneth could somehow adapt DeWalt's like gateway macro style into carriers, he'd be so much better of a P. He would be semi-pro. Like, you know what I mean? He would go up so fast.
So let's put it all in perspective. Ready? Boneth and DeWalt played a team melee versus Barracks and still lost.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same with like Jaeyoon, Striker, and Hawk. I think they played against Sharp, right? And they got ran over.
Of course, yeah.
I'm gonna swap channels here.
We're gonna go back up with these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go listen to them.
And do it something properly instead of rushing it.
GG's.
I didn't GG back then. I won. He GG.
You were sweating for sure.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, he was. His asshole puckered up and tightened at least 3 centimeters.
You know what would have been sick is if the arbiter that recalled the carriers had enough energy to stasis, or recalled another arbiter.
I did look for it, yeah.
It would have been really sick.
Dude, honestly, that fucking recall of the carriers in my base, I think in all my years of playing Star, I have never seen.
It's just all I had. We were just.
My literally, bro. If we watched the VOD, guys, I swear to God, my eyes went. My eyes fucking opened up like an extra centimeter, dude.
Thing is, I had a second arbiter that I was like gonna recall with, and I lost it at 6 o'clock when I was flying it over. 'Cause I was wanting to do like have a bunch of stasis because I would have had 2 stasis with it that way.
Azzy, you were very merciful this game. You didn't kill him for like 4 times.
Dude, so here's the thing. Raz is feeding me a lot of information, right? And I was having like an information overload, and I just completely shut
Yeah,
down.
for sure.
Okay.
He like shut down
I
because
see
it was
that.
too much information or what?
It was too much learning. I'm a Protoss player.
How'd you feel about the fucking? How'd you feel about the live coaching now that you are the receiving?
It's hard, man. Like,
Yeah, you guys fucking troll me. Like every little thing I do wrong, it's like, yeah, dude, you could have easily just moved that marine fucking. One
You
inch to
guys
the right,
fucking
dude.
troll me. Loves no sees fucking 2 goons, 2 ranged goons attacking his bunker, and he goes speed vultures. Imagine fucking that.
When I saw no tank, I was like,
it was definitely hard.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
why
much
am I?
weird here.
I was like, why am I
Like,
being
Raz
still
is
Probably
here?
like ripping the hairs out of his head, fucking watching that game, dude.
Imagine what I felt. I'm seeing those goons. Wolfslam is making first vulture. I'm saying to him, man, you will lose like 1,000 minerals repairing this, and then he queues up the next fucking vulture. And
I
then
know.
then he forgets fucking dropships,
tank
so he
first
can
anyway.
so he cannot drop, and then he makes a tank.
Makes the tank anyway.
and then the observer came in. I was like, oh shit, well, now we know what it is. Like we saw everything.
I
I
saw.
was like, defend
the vultures
everywhere.
were-
Still lost 10 probes in the dropship, dude.
And two are the trolls, by the way.
Oh my God.
the
Raz
trolls.
is a teacher. He can handle it.
Raz, how'd you feel about him losing the probes after we scouted the dropship, dude?
So it's actually, I still don't think you're even that ahead because you have no siege. Like if
Yeah,
if he controlled the goons better, you just die.
Yes.
Like
But yeah, at one point he had like 5
That
tanks.
was the
He could've
first
just-
time.
yeah.
It was 3 tanks versus like 11 goons. He attacked the bunker, crushed the bunker. You didn't have siege. Like if he just moves in and out and forces you to come down, and as many probes as you killed, we watched the replay. He killed more SCVs. He was head on workers.
Yeah, that's true.
He only killed like 8 probes, I think, with the drop.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
whatever
later
it
on-
was, we killed more SCVs
Hmm.
with our goons, not doing
Well,
anything.
Let's do a rematch then.
I gotta start playing some games.
Yeah, I gotta
Alright,
tend the farm.
what about Raz place now then?
I'll play 'em. Go.
All right, cheers. Salute. You got bad boys.
Salute.
Alright, Wolfie, now we're gonna see some.
Hey, what's up,
fireworks.
Paradox? Paradoxical.
And the next time, actually, Azzy didn't attack with 9
Azzy-
goons against
Do you want me
like
to
5
stream from my
tanks.
point of view for you?
Wait, what if we watch fucking Wolfix play Raz?
Yeah, I can play.
We can watch.
That would actually be
Wolfie's-
pretty cool.
we
I
can
wouldn't
watch
mind watching that.
Wolfie's- We could watch Wolfie's point of view and learn from watching him play.
Yeah, and then Raz go back down.
The games have been decent. Yeah,
We
it's
can ask him questions slowly.
I've been getting
Well,
coaching
I can
today.
just mute and then you
I'm
guys
trying
can
to learn
watch
a better
from
way to play.
someone stream.
I guess.
Yeah, we can do that, or we can also go to a different channels like Protossus and Terrans. I
Oh,
guess.
would you be okay talking and playing, Wolfie?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I
let's
think
do
so, at
separate
least.
channels then, right?
It's always harder, Wolfix. Don't let him
Yeah,
fool you.
I know,
So
I know.
Ozzy can talk to you as well, Raz, a little bit.
All right.
Uh,
How about this? How about this? We let them mute and we all just hang out in here and talk about the game. While,
Yeah,
my purpose active, so we don't have a lot of lag. And then after the game's over, then we can split off into our groups and we can go over the replays and like Protoss can talk about Protoss, Terran can talk.
That's some fucking logistics, man.
Yeah, it's too much.
Why are you trying so
All right,
hard?
I'll just go with the Protoss. I'm going with the
Yeah,
Protoss.
dude.
Just
Split
fuck
the
that shit.
channels.
I'm out.
Split the
I'm out.
channels.
Take off the neck towel, man.
Ozzy, go down.
God, did I bring out 2 towels? Jesus.
By the time we do that, it'll be like tomorrow.
Alright, let me screen share. How do I do this? I capture this. Guess you guys are gonna see my Discord. Hang on.
Wolfix is pretty good. He's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, we played a show match, him and I, for CPL last season. I don't know if you're guys, it's Raz Press or
Oh, right. I'm stupid.
oh baby.
Do you think Mihu beats Boneth this next weekend, Raz?
I think Mihu is the
That sounds so
better
dumb.
all-around player. Like he is
Don't mind me, guys.
he is definitely super strong.
For some reason, I was thinking they would just play with a better
But-
turn rate. I'm dumb.
Bonnet has an absolute. He has a chance. He's I mean he's Bonnet. He's very good. It's just that Mihu is very good. Mihu's just his macro, like his other stuff is just through the roof, man. Even his team fighting, like TVP. I know Nyokin mentioned it during the chat, the cast. Like he just fights so well.
Yeah, Nyokin's really impressed with Mihu. He fans on Mihu, like,
Well,
because we haven't had that, man. We haven't had the foreigner. Like, he's from China or whatever, but we haven't had the Terran that's at that level. I guess.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Please join my game because I'm getting the StarCraft crash when I try to join this.
even Love Snow's game.
I didn't try now, but I tried earlier. I guess I can try once more, but it will probably crash.
Right,
again.
yeah. If you can't, then you just make.
Okay, give me a second.
No, he left. You just make your own.
Oh, it's DV.
Okay.
Okay, it works.
Brood Wars is broken, man. Brood War is broken. All right, first game. Let's see how we do this. Let's make it happen.
I hope you don't have the Discord bug anymore where it gets all blurry.
I don't know. We'll see. It's really funny. It only happens in like random channels at random. Like I don't even know what it is.
We got a high level PBT here. We got a S rank PVT here. Wolfix is a really, really strong Terran. I think he doesn't play as much as he used to, but he used to be.
Weird style this game, Raz.
I think I'm just gonna play 19 Nexus. It's like my standard play. So it's a little bit different than
He's like
what
2400
you
plus Terran.
guys normally play, but it's kind of how Mini plays PvT to open.
You did good until you
So I
died.
kind of like the style.
You're not wrong.
I'm more of an aggro player, so
So there's not too much while you're playing. What exactly is the difference between a 19 Nexus and a 23 Nexus?
So the 19 Nexus is a super fast Nexus, and it's going to delay my range, and it's going to delay my robotics, but I'm going to be able to get 2 gates plus range, and I should be able to get my first goon to his base, hopefully, before the Vulture gets out, or I block, and then you put high pressure on with it into a Robo with Observer Reaver, into a 630 third Nexus. So it's a little more aggro, a little bit more danger zone, because if he notices it, there's like pushes that Terran can do to kill it. But so like if he scouts me first, I'm gonna fake range. I'm actually gonna go +1 air weapons, so he thinks I'm going range, and then I'm gonna cancel it.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm not going to scout at all, but I'm also going to leave all my probes on gas so I can get everything I want.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I don't play Mini's way the whole game because Mini also doesn't play. So Mini apparently doesn't like to play late game in the matchups. So he tries to end early. That's why he plays mass shuttle style. So
Yeah, is it blurry for you, Ozzy?
I'm in the game, so
Ah,
so just stream through Ozzy if you want, and that way you can see it.
yeah, you stream Ozzy.
Pick
That
Zero
helps
Tool.
you.
Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. How's that look for you?
It's clean, man.
So I go +1 air weapons, so he sees it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really care that like I want him to fake out because I'm gonna go send this probe around. I'm gonna go try to. I'm gonna send this probe out. I'm cutting probes. I'm gonna make one so he thinks I'm making it, and I'm gonna cancel it as soon as LCV gets like out of range. So he doesn't know that I canceled that. And now I'm gonna go. Dragoons are the dumbest units in the game. Second gateway. Ooh, this third pylon should be outside my base, but it's late, so I gotta put it here. Because I don't want it to be late.
So how many probes do you cut to do 19 Nexus then?
I don't know what the exact number is, but I mean, it's not the worst amount because my Nexus is faster, so I'm going to,
Kind of make it up a little bit.
I'm gonna speed it up, yeah. So we see that his Vulture wants to lay mines. We're gonna chase that out of there.
Back to Saturn. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. having that one mine there to bait him in was like really, really strong. Guys had like a really high goon count pretty early too. I'm kind of liking his opener. Maybe I should practice 19 Nexus. The only thing is... Yeah, Wolfix is super good. Like, yeah, Wolfix is really, really good. And obviously Raz is also a monster. So how does 19x do against like a 2-fact if you're slow on range like that? Or do you adjust it?
You could die. I think we're dead. Late Reaver. Oh. Now we gotta do something a little greedy because we lost something, so...
Yeah, Wolfix, he does this push, snipes a third, falls back. I really like that call, right? And he's just taking his own third behind it, so he's going to be like really strong economically. You know, so it's like really on top of, you know, like setting up mines to then harass the potential third. Brad's trying to make up for having lost the Nexus. He's going to double expand, essentially, because he knows he's going to be way behind, and he does give him a little bit of a chance to come back into it, because it looks like Wolfix, because we are taking a third, could delay his push a little bit, but we're actually up to 5-factor already, so he's still going to have really strong macro pretty quickly behind this third. So we could come out for another push.
Oh, Bassam City.
Raz won't be ready for it. Because, like he said, he's going to have to play kind of greedy. Yeah, for sure, Andrew. I'm totally okay with the games today. I feel like I've learned a lot in my losses today. There he was checking the saturation, I think, to kind of see if it was already mining or not. So he did see that there's no mining going on. Yeah, transfer was coming now.
Are you kidding me? These goons are on Hotgate. Ah!
Hurts. Especially because he's behind, right? He needed to basically take 0 damage. But obviously get a Wolfix there to cut it off, but I think, Raz was saying he maybe mixed up a hotkey or something. I'm losing more probes here. Really good drill, using his third base there. But yeah, the probe losses are very, very painful. And his probe count actually still looks pretty decent. He's been really good about pumping probes really well. Wolfix maybe a little less saturated, but we have a really... I mean, supply is actually even right now, right? If Raz is allowed to kind of chill for a minute, the space might actually get found, though. Wolfix has been like really on top of like not letting Raz relax a little bit. I like bringing the double Reaver here to protect. SimCity to force him down into the Reaver, so he actually can't harass us very well.
I think we're gonna have to play Shuttle Man a little bit.
Raz just needs to deflect all the pressure that he can. It's unfortunate. If he didn't take any damage there, right, losing these probes and stuff, and then losing a few more to his natural, he actually would be in pretty decent shape, I think. Or maybe not like good shape, but potentially recoverable. From here, it's kind of tough because we have taken a lot of damage after losing our initial third.
What?
Oop. I like this. Let's bring an observer over now. This mine was dangerously close. The shuttle's kind of painful to remake it, but he did kill some Goliath in the meantime, so it wasn't like the worst thing, right? 3 Goliath for 1 shuttle's technically a positive trade. Hope's gonna get caught here. Dude, Wolfix is moving quick too. Terran is at 0-1, but I can't see progress here.
We lost. It's over.
Yeah, he was just trying to get like back into the game, but Wolfix was so on top of like constant harassment and denying. Like, he used his lead really, really well. Like, constant pressure. And not bleeding up too many vultures while doing it, right? That's a big part of it. This is pretty much unrecoverable now for Raz. I don't think there's any way he holds this push. I mean, I get it. The double expand after taking damage, like... Gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, the Vulture Ass from Wolfix was just super strong. Running the Storm, Reaver. Trying to get all the splash that he can, but this would be a miracle if he holds this push. And even if he does, like, Wolfix is taking a 4th behind it, Raz is undersaturated on 4 base right now. Wolfix is good too, dude. And Raz kind of barely didn't hold that initial push, right? He did bleed those initial goons on that push in when he hit the mine and stuff, which could have been the trigger for Wolfix to go in the first place, right? I think that was a reaction to him picking off those goons. So a really good call from Wolfix. Yeah, definitely not. Raz is on pennies right now. Scanning for observers, but we actually don't have observers over the army right now. Loading up Templar for Storm Drop. I mean, Raz is maxed. I imagine this is 2-1. Yeah, it's 2-1 from Terran. It's gonna be really, really hard. I mean, this setup is really strong looking too. And we got this wall here working against Raz. Reavers went down. storm drops coming in. The big storms, I mean, he fought this so well. But Aaron's economy behind it is just super strong. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9 right now. The Deco's kind of been hurting all game. Go for harassment of the 4th. I mean, he beat the push, but like, look at the supply, right? And Wolfix was talking before about how he loves scanning his army to kill observers. Because it just, essentially it disables the map pack for Protoss, right? Good effort, but not quite enough. I mean, even if he cleared the mineral line. It's going up to 5th base, but so is Wolfix. And obviously, I'm sure you guys all know, if you're even on bases with Terran, it's a disaster. Me over Wolfix? No shot. Raz is probably at least twice as good as me. Imagine. High Templar Storm versus Arbiter Stasis to use your guys. Yeah, I mean, you can do both. Typically. Like, he didn't take his extra gases, right? He's only been on the 2 gas because, he's been kind of scrambling, right? To get his eco up as much as possible, so he was skipping gas. But if you're on 4 gas, you can do it all. It's really hard to control, but you can do it all. Yeah, we just don't have enough here anymore.
Too much damage in the beginning there
Yeah.
from the vultures, and then the push kill in the 3rd. I just my Reaver timing was poor because I still won the first fight.
Yeah, no. Kind of crazy.
Your engagement was pretty good for that first fight, but you just didn't have the economy to like resupport another big army.
Yeah, I needed to clear better with the goons. That's all.
So the push you went for, I assume, was this a reaction to you losing so many goons in the initial push in?
Yeah. I had to do something.
Yeah. Well, I meant the push that he went for. Because we...
Yeah. I would assume he probably went to like 6 or 7 factories and just macroed out and took a 3rd CC and went.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about the push on your 3rd with like the 5 tanks. Or
Yeah. I think he saw that I cut for it, so he went.
And he killed a bunch of your goons early on, like when you tried to...
I ran into the one mine that I knew was there, and I lost 2 goons cheaply to the tanks. Like, I shouldn't lose those 2. If I have 2 more goons, I probably can hold in the high ground.
Yeah. Yeah, with 2 more goons, I think you hold for sure.
But once I lose that Nexus, it's like a plan from behind. That's why I took a 3rd and 4th. I just need to defend the 4th and try to macro from there, and then go in the game, because I'm behind once I lose that 3rd Nexus.
Yeah, for sure. No, the double expand made perfect sense. Wolfix was really on top of the Vulture harassment the entire time after he got that initial lead.
Yeah, I just didn't have the units.
Yeah. I think it's crazy he broke the first attack. He was versus 2-1 mech, and it was like kind of a bad like area to be engaging in, but the fight was like super good, right? If I could fix my fighting, right? If I could fight like that, imagine, right? Oh, Mike, I'm sorry if you're still here. I didn't see your messages, dude. But what's up, man? I don't think I've seen you in a bit.
Yeah, I just needed to hold their fight. Let me look at the replay. Let's go like here. Yeah, like my Nexus is faster, right? I lose one goon cheap. This one mine here, I just random mine. Like if I don't lose all those goons and I have those 2 goons more here, I think I just hold this
Yeah.
with 9 goons. Because like all my goons are weakened, you know? And if I can engage here instead of back here, I think I should have my goons up for it more. And this guy's late, like he's like a minute late. Oh yeah, see he goes into 5 factory just to pump units. So the fourth, the double Nexus is fine. I think I need to have goons here and goons here. Or my Reavers here and my goons like here to cut off these vultures. Because now he's just so far ahead, 60 workers to 50.
Yeah, I felt like looking at it, like if we managed to protect our probe lines, then we actually would have been perfectly fine still.
Yeah, we would have been playing from behind, but we would have been in okay shape. I mean, he gave up vultures and Goliaths here for these Reavers. I only lost the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
This was painful again. He's overworkered, so... I mean, I was shocked that I even broke out the first time.
I was amazed that you won this fight, to be honest. And it was really bad with that pillar there in the way, too. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, I macroed pretty well up to this unit army, considering what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just engaged it well. Like, he has no vultures here. Like, that's his problem. And once I saw the Unsiege, I was like, it's time to go. The problem is I got nothing...
Just nothing behind it.
Nothing behind it. Yeah, I don't have the money. He took a 4th already.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I closed StarCraft. I was about to end the
Yeah,
stream. I
he had
completely
really
forgot I was
good,
streaming for a second, even though I'm
Vulture,
talking to you
like,
guys.
patrol too. He knew exactly what your base
Yeah, I'm
count was,
exhausted.
etc.
Yeah, I just
It's too
gotta
funny.
not lose the goons early. Like, everything else is fine from there.
You got next now.
Damn, LZ, Wolfie pretty good, huh?
I mean, you got pretty lucky, but yeah, pretty good.
You got pretty lucky, dude. Yo, what the fuck? Why don't I see fucking Wolfix on my friends list, bro?
We probably just are not added.
No, it says I'm added. It says you're already on my friends list when I tried.
Ah, it might be because I'm not using the America
Oh.
Gateway in the launcher.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see it
I'm
now.
on Europe, but West server, so that's why.
Okay, I'll just join through Raz. Yeah, I saw you on my friends list now. I was just like, why can't I click the fucking button next to your name? Dude?
Yeah. This is happening when the gateway is not switched.
What's up, Ozzy? Raz doesn't cut it to be your coach. You just like decided to ditch him.
No, I don't know those people.
Is Azzy coming to the game or?
No, I gotta get going here soon.
Okay.
He's gotta go stroke some fucking cow gutters, dude.
I'm on solo farm duty this week, so I have a ton to do now every day.
Oh wow, LZ, that's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah,
How many animals do you tend, dude?
30-ish.
If he's
No,
doing
30.
that solo for a week, that's pretty rough, man.
Well, as a Taco Bell enjoyer, I thank you.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
What?
I mean, our cows never leave our own freezer, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like he doesn't supply Taco Bell, but okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Those are the first words Magic has said this whole time he's been in this fucking Discord call.
Oh, I said something in Korean.
NSSIA or some shit.
That was me. What did
Yeah,
you say?
close
LZ?
enough. I said 안녕하세요.
Oh.
which
More
is like
inflection
just
on the
hello.
voice. No, it's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
more
just-
formal hello. Like just hello would be more like Anya.
Wait,
See, if you
hold on.
just-
Sean, are you from Korea or do you live like your name is Sean, so I assume you're you.
Wolfix, you coach in CPL?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Korea. It's just my nickname. Just you guys can't pronounce my real name, so I just go by
What is your
Sean.
real name, Sean?
Sunghan.
Singhan.
I think I can pronounce that
Yeah,
one.
nah,
Fuck.
you can't say. I just gotta lie. I had to like say my name like
Judge
more
me,
than twice
don't
every
judge me
time.
too fast there, Sean.
Yeah, these foreigners are fucking stupid.
I'm like, no, just call me Sean. Yeah.
Typical ladder
that's what I
Korean.
do.
What race do you play?
Terran.
Oh, nice.
What
Man of culture.
what,
Yeah.
what team do you coach for, Wolfix?
What was that?
What
was
team are
that?
you coaching for?
Crimea River.
Oh, okay.
He's basically a notorious SCV coach since he's always helping me.
Yeah, you can say that.
Honestly, dude, there's
I like-
no fucking Terrans in my goddamn team that ever show up to any fucking
No, but-
training whatsoever. I literally stream for hours every fucking day. How hard is it for one of them on my fucking team to be like, "Hey, Love Snow, can you help me out for fucking 30 seconds?" Like, dear God, dude, I'm on every day.
Hmm.
It's only the Protosses and Zergs that fucking get training.
I've never had a tier 0 player from my team want to practice,
I've had exit say "Go game" like every day.
but nobody wants to practice TVT.
It's literally just exit. That's asking for games, dude.
Our team was actually pretty active at the beginning, but later on, people actually stopped asking about help, and I even had an impression that when I tried to help, sometimes they get angry that someone is telling them what to do during the game or something. So, I mean, okay.
Their ego's too big. Man.
Oh, it's crazy to me. Like,
I mean,
honestly, if I was a
but-
Terran player and I had Wolfie telling me what to do, I'd feel like I was on cloud nine.
That's,
I
yeah,
understand.
right.
No, I
Oh,
mean,
no, I
That's
thought-
exactly how I feel, dude.
maybe I just got the wrong impression or something, but yeah.
I mean, Raz
I know,
coaching me
so
is the
the-
first time I've ever got pissed off with somebody coaching me before, so.
Can we address
Try
the
having-
elephant in the room? I think there's a lot of people in CPL that actually don't deep down want to improve. They just want to compete and have part of that community social vibe.
For
They
sure.
don't
I mean, when you
necessarily
play
wanna-
fucking
There's a lot
3
like
games a
that, yeah.
week,
yeah.
I mean,
I
try
was one of
having
them.
fucking Chef Ramsay here try to coach you. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I've literally like tried to help Magic Bullet on countless. I think I made him quit.
He's talking
StarCraft for a
about me.
bit
He's not
because he,
talking
like,
about you.
He didn't want to play. Like I haven't seen Magic Bullet on for like 3 weeks, and I think it was because our last fucking session I was a little hard on him.
Referring to me with the Chef Ramsay thing 'cause I'm British.
Right.
Yeah, I'm racist against British people.
Yeah.
I can't help
Although
it.
Chef Ramsay is more Scottish than British, but it's whatever.
Right.
It's
How
all the
embarrassing.
same island to me.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for
Yeah,
the games
no.
and the practice and
Squeeze
stuff.
those horse titties.
We already scared them off.
You don't milk horses, but yeah, I got you.
Can you milk hamsters?
Probably in theory, sure.
Hell yeah.
I tried milking my hamster. It didn't work.
I know
out
what
very
I'm
well.
doing this weekend.
Alright. Alright, I gotta get going, but I really appreciate it, Raz. Appreciate the help, man.
No problem, man.
I'll definitely be making use of that. Yeah, you guys have a good one. Catch y'all later. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. I guess I'll throw it over to Love Snow since he's streaming. This was fun. And like really helpful, right? Like really, really helpful. I feel like this will do me a lot of good. I'll just absorb the information and then we will make use of it. Way better than BGH. I agree, man. I'll be putting that stuff into practice. A lot of what he taught me. I'm just kind of working on cleaning it up basically. But very cool to have someone like Raz coaching me for free, right? Just I don't know if you would normally charge for something like that, but he's a really legitimate player, so yeah, it's just really cool. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I gotta go get to work. I will not be back on tonight. Actually, I'm gonna take the next 2 days off. Maybe. Yeah, let me check the weather. Give me 1 second. Today's Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So I'll be back on tomorrow, but I'm gonna take Wednesday, Thursday off. I just need some time away from the computer. My eyes are straining really bad, so I kind of need I just need a reset. I need some time off my computer. I've been on too much. You like the mix of 1v1 and BGH? I mean, you know, I mix it up. I've been 1v1 more lately, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, gotta get going. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a good evening. Peace. Do like filter glasses? Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Catch you guys later.
Snow is Wolfix CPL coach, is what people are saying in the chat. I love it. Yo, Fatez, what's up, dude? Evening Snow. Yo, Ozzy the hockey pulling in the fat rate. I didn't even know he was streaming right now. I thought he stopped streaming after we were playing. Thank you for the raid, man. Go have fun milking your cows.
E-I-E-I-O.
So, I wish I could see the worker count, but it doesn't look good for Terran.